Have you ever heard of System of a Down? They're actually really good. They have this song called Prison Song. Honestly, I think it's a pretty chill way to start the album, in my opinion.
You're trying to build a prison.
I'm not. I'm just reviewing the album.
Derapy.
What you just heard was a little bit of Prison Song. It's the first song off of Toxicity. It is a System of a Down album. It was released in 2001. That's before some of you were born, which is honestly shocking. It makes me feel quite old. But regardless, today I am here to talk about System of a Down. This album. Sorry. That's basically how it feels to listen to this album. You're just getting jumped all the time. I have never listened to a System of a Down project. I've never listened to a full metal project before in its entirety. So this was a pretty new experience for me, but I have great news. The album is great. It's awesome. I love a lot of it, and I'm excited to talk about it. First, we have Prison Song. What is Prison Song about? It's about prison, literal prison, maybe mental prison, but mainly the real physical one. People profiting off of it, people suffering because of it, and I think Prison Song does this masterful thing that's done all throughout this album, if I'm being for real. It blends very provocative messaging, and in this song, prevalent statistics with straight up banger music. You never know what to expect. I'm just trying to get used to the intensity of the genre and the track and the band and the artist, and all of a sudden I'm hit with
The percentage of Americans in the prison system has doubled since 1985.
I'm like, I'm getting hollered at. This is clearly peak metal music, but I'm also getting like a serious lesson in prison and politics and policing, and it's all very provocative.
Drug money's used to rig elections and train brutal corporate-sponsored dictators around the world.
It's really funny, but it's also really impactful, and it's really well performed, and it is a great introduction to metal, this band, this sound. I actually love it. Like, I seriously love it, and I think it's kind of a perfect song. I think it's a 10?
10.
I don't know. There's just nothing about it that I don't like, and everything about it is just really cool. I want to make that like my new catchphrase. Whatever this sound is, I just want more of it in my life. The next track is called Needles, and it is something, this album, you need to listen to it front to back continuously because the transitions are so quick and fast and aggressive. Some of the songs feel like they're running into each other, but it just creates this non-stop, intense experience. Listen to how Needles starts. You have this moment where you're like, oh, maybe we're going in a little bit of a different direction, but you know. I can understand why people would say that they aren't into metal. It's just not their type of thing. It's too aggressive, it's too loud, it's too in your face. But I think where System of a Down really has an advantage is that they seem to actually care about the lyrics that they're delivering to you. So typically they're pretty digestible. Needles could just as easily be called Tapeworm because it has this really funny refrain where the homie is just repeating to pull the tapeworm out. It's just oddly catchy, and I assume it's like ripping the Band-Aid off, you know? Let go of that thing that's consuming you, a feeling, addiction, whatever it is. I love it. Nah, this one actually starts crazy. Hold on. Well, first of all, I would say Needles is like a near perfect song, frankly. I would give it like a decent and strong 9.
9.
I want you to imagine that a friend of yours gets into your car, and they're like, can I play my music? And you're like, yeah, man, you can play whatever you want. And they're like, I'm going to throw on some Deer Dance. And you're like, huh, that sounds pretty chill. Yeah, get him off the aux. Get him off. He's done. All 3 strikes in one go. You're done. Aux privilege is revoked. But what if I told you that the song's actually fire? It is. I'm telling you. It has a extremely powerful and frankly jarring start. Not that one.
I'm so sorry.
Believe it or not, Deer Dance is actually all about police brutality. It's a very powerful and once again extremely provocative song. Like many other songs on this album, we have a really funny chorus, if I'm being totally honest, but when you actually think about what they're saying, it's pretty awful. Actually, on its face, it's bad, but if you don't expect it, it's pretty funny to hear.
Pushing little children with their fully automatic.
You just don't expect somebody to just be absolutely hollering about pushing little children.
Pushing little children!
It just goes hard. I don't really have many words to describe it because I'm just not super versed in the genre, but I don't know how else to tell you that it's dope. My understanding is in this song, when they say Deer Dance, Invitation to Peace, it's a dance that Indian tribes would do to connect them with nature, keeping the peace. And the police in this context treat the people protesting like deer to hunt. The deer dance is the protest. The deer hunt is the police response. And you know who loves dancing? Children. And unfortunately, there are people out here
Pushing little children with their fully automatic.
I also don't want to make it out like we're just raging the whole track. There are quieter and more peaceful moments where he's like, we can't afford to be neutral on a moving train. The song is perfect to me. It's fun, it's funny, it's provocative, it's a blast, it's quotable, it's memorable, it's peak. I love it.
10.
The next song is called Jet Pilot, and I'm not going to play you the beginning of it because it starts out just like Deer Dance. Literally the second the song starts.
Why were the eyes of a horse on a jet pilot?
This is the first track where I genuinely don't know what's going on. Like, I kind of hear them, but I kind of don't. I think it's about a war that involves jets or something. I don't know. It's like 2 minutes, and it really flies by.
Like a jet.
Oddly, there are danceable breaks on this track. It's like it's like fun, but then you immediately get back to this jarring, aggressive sound. I appreciate the juxtaposition of it. On the first listen, I was like, I don't really know what we're getting at here. Now that I've listened to the album a couple times, I would never skip it. It's still incredibly fun. It's like a strong 8 to a light 9.
8. 9.
Oh my God. The next track is called X, and it starts out so cool. It makes me wish I played the drums.
It felt cool.
I'd love to play more, but YouTube won't allow it. X is referring to multiply, and it is talking about immigration, I believe. There is a bit in the song where it's talking about people arriving and people saying that we don't want to multiply. And at least that's my interpretation of it. Some people also claim that it could be a reference to the Armenian genocide, which I do not have any knowledge on, so I won't speak on it. But members of the band, System of a Down, actually appeared in a 2006 movie called Screamers, which was about the Armenian genocide, so it's possible that this is a reference to that. Regardless, I think the track is incredibly impressive. A lot of the parts of it are repetitive, but I think that's intentional because, you know, X, multiply, you know. Once again, absolutely in love with the song, would absolutely never skip it. Love the beginning of it more than anything else, just the way that the drums kick in. I'm feeling a 9. I love it.
9.
After this track, we have Chop Suey, which I'm pretty sure is the most popular song from the album. It's a song that whether you are a fan of System of a Down or not, you've probably heard maybe this bit.
Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. You wanted to.
The song is actually really dark.
Trigger.
Trigger warning, trigger warning,
Warning.
trigger warning.
Trigger.
Certainly skip to the next chapter of the next song if you don't want to hear about this.
Trigger. Warning.
But the track talks a lot about an individual contemplating taking their own life and the judgment that comes with that. Another situation where the song goes very hard but has a pretty deep message that could easily be missed. Lines like "I cry when angels deserve to die" is quite the oxymoron, and I think it points to feeling betrayed by God in a sense. He creates you in his image just so you can deal with the burden of life and the violence and struggle that could come with it. It's also possible that the hide the scars to fade away the shake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup. Here you go, create another fable. This could be about domestic violence, potentially. I'd recommend multiple listens and a reading of the lyrics. Rough subject matter, but really, really well performed. I'm feeling a strong 9 on it. Really one of the best songs on the album.
9.
We need something to relax us a little bit, so after this we get Bounce, which is a really, really funny track, and it's about adult encounters of the group kind. It's a really funny track. It's also one of my favorites. I feel like I'm saying that about almost every song. I think I like all the songs. This is the song that I would be most excited to hear if I was at a live show. This might get us cooked, but it's my favorite part of the song, and I need you to hear it.
Went out on a date with a girl a bit late. She had so many friends.
I went out on a date with a girl a bit late. She had so many friends. And after this, there's this sound that sounds like turkeys gobbling. Believe it or not, Bounce is actually one of the most hype songs on the album. It's really funny, but it's not really like crazy deep. The lyrics they aren't all that thought-provoking. It is a little tongue-in-cheek. I really like when he repeats Pogo over and over again.
Enough of that.
I love it.
9.
Oh my god. It's okay. This is actually my favorite song. It's called Forest. Not only do we have the coolest transitions back and forth from our rock outs on this track to our like screamo adjacent moments to our more like melodic ballad moments on this track, we also get our medicine in the cheese, where I'm almost certain this track is about our relationship to nature. I'm going to be honest, this was my favorite track long before I figured what it was about. I also love this part, by the way. It starts out really normal, and then he just screeches when he says friend for some reason.
Walk with me, my little...
Is that a bird?
This is a extremely powerful track with the depth of a forest. It's perfect. I love it. I love it all. It's great. I'm glazing. Welcome to Krispy Kreme. It's a 10.
10. 10.
10.
After this, we have two more tracks that are more or less dedicated to our relationship with our environment, ecosystem, and Earth as a whole. ATWA stands for Air, Trees, Water, and Animals. I don't know why saying that made me think of The Last Airbender. ATWA is... Oh, that's ATLA.
This is ADHD.
Huh. Anyways, ATWA is probably my least favorite track on the album, but it's still not bad. The track starts off pretty low-key, and a little ways in when our jarring transition hits per usual.
You don't care about how I feel. I don't feel it anymore. You don't care about how I feel. I don't feel it anymore.
It's just kind of goofy in a way I can appreciate, but I don't think the execution is the best. It's silly, but it just gets a little tiresome after a while. I think we get this refrain like 3 times in this song, and it's just not really my cup of tea, frankly. It's still like a strong 7 to a light 8, though.
7. 8.
Science also has this highly repetitive sound where they repeat spirit moves through all things over and over and over and over again. The message is pretty on the nose. Despite us being very technologically advanced, we're still failing the planet, failing Mother Earth. I agree, of course, but outside of the admittedly funny accents at the beginning, I don't find anything particularly outstanding about the track. But it's not like ATWA to me. It's more like a light 8.
8.
Shimmy gets us back on track, though. It's fast and serious, but it's also kind of silly. I appreciate the balance on this track. Some of the ends of our lines are articulated really funny, and I really love this bit.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to the break of dawn, yeah.
That's great. There's also this like swing type bridge almost. It also closes out on a really great high note with him just screaming about like not being late to school. I promise it makes sense when you hear it in the context of the song. It's a light to decent 9.
9.
Next is the title track, Toxicity, which...
There's your bangs, brother.
It takes a while for the lyrics to kick in, almost a minute, I believe. Highlights are obviously this.
He wasn't gonna stop.
I think title tracks are really important. They should be the heart of the album, and I think it delivers. Great build-up and one of the best vocal performances from Serge. Fantastic finish. A very, very strong 9.
9.
The next track is Psycho, and it's exactly what it sounds like, but also these 3 other things.
Psycho groupie, cocaine crazy, psycho groupie.
This shouldn't be as fun as it is, but I can't help it. It really just rolls off the tongue after you hear it a few times. I think this track is about groupies and how you shouldn't be one. I think one of the last lines in this song, Psycho, is...
Really don't have to be a hoe. Correct!
It's another 9.
9.
Aerials is a fan favorite, I believe, and is essentially the outro. Arto is just an instrumental. Aerials is a pretty sad song. It doesn't pretend to be anything else. Life is a waterfall, swimming through the void. We drink from the river, then turn around and put up our walls. The guitarist actually said he was inspired by the idea of a handicapped child watching trapeze artists. Aerials. I think the song is about not taking your uniqueness for granted. It's frankly a beautiful track, and I can see why people love it. It's a very, very traumatic joint. I'm feeling a strong 8 to a light 9 on the closer.
8. 9.
The highs on this album are so high, and the floor is shockingly high as well. It's a very concise project with great vocals and great message and great performances from all of the members. Listening to this album back and forth was genuinely a treat. I found little bits I'd appreciate more and more each time over with each listen. If this is metal, then it's what I would hope is everybody's introduction to what metal is. The fact that this was released 25 years ago and I have these types of feelings towards it, it's actually shocking to me. And as far as the album as a whole, I'm feeling a strong 9 to a light 10. Wow! It's honestly the best thing that I've been introduced to so far this year music-wise, and I certainly look forward to the next album that our channel members vote I take a listen to. I'm trying to make this a weekly thing where I get out an album review, like maybe get out 30 or 40 by the end of the year. So if you want to be a part of what albums I listen to back and forth and review track by track, please consider joining the channel for $1. It would mean everything. Please subscribe. Love you, mean it. Spread the bread and enjoy the outro.